What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. As you can tell from the title, I'm here to talk about the Champions League qualifying playoffs. And we know 3 of the 6 teams who will join the 26 who have already qualified for the group stage proper. And those teams are Olympiakos, Dinamo Zagreb, and Red Star Belgrade. Congratulations to these teams, man. They are back in the Champions League, back amongst the big boys. As for Olympiakos, they haven't been there for quite a few seasons, and for Dinamo Zagreb, I think the 2016-17 season was the last time they were in the Champions League, and they got battered, they got blown away. They will be hoping to turn their fortunes around this time around, but yeah. That sounded kind of funny, but you understand what I'm saying. Red Star Belgrade, on the other hand, makes it to back-to-back Champions League after a very, very long hiatus. Last season, they picked up 4 points in the group of death, even defeated the eventual champions Liverpool, so that meant a lot. That means a lot, I should actually say. And they did pick up a home draw against Napoli, if I can recall. So they represented the Serbian capital very, very well, and they will be looking to do even better this time around, hoping for a kind draw, of course. If some of you guys could recall, last week I covered the Olympiakos versus FC Krasnodar fixture where Olympiakos smashed Krasnodar 4-0. They went away to Russia for the away leg and they defeated them 2-1. It could have been way worse if the Greek outfit didn't miss so many chances. Krasnodar did score first in that game to spark a fight back, but their hopes were quickly deflated when Olympiakos equalized almost immediately. Then they added another to pick up 6 goals in the tie, defeating Krasnodar 6-1 on aggregate. So congratulations to Olympiakos. Some of you guys could remember I did not predict them to get through the third round, but they did, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna predict Olympiakos to lose again. So they won the tie, won both games, and they're through to the Champions League. I wish them all the best, and I hope they get a very, very kind draw. Hopefully not against my team, Manchester City. For that game, I only saw the highlights, so I can't do an in-depth analysis. So if you guys have anything to add about that fixture, please do so in the comment section down below. For the Rosenborg versus Dinamo Zagreb fixture, Dinamo won the home leg 2-0 and took a very, very healthy lead into the away leg, but it didn't start it out very, very good for the Croatian team at all. They went behind and they had a few more nervy moments where they could have conceded a few more goals, but then Ahmed Goya came on and scored a worldie to put Dinamo Zagreb level, and they ended up winning the tie 3-1. But Rosenborg definitely did not go down with a fight. I think they put out a very, very good performance and they should do well in the Europa League. Guys, each of the 12 losers in the playoff round ties go straight into the Europa League. But I would like to take a short moment in the middle of the video here to congratulate Dinamo Zagreb, a club I followed very, very closely last season, hence the reason I'm wearing a Dinamo Zagreb jersey from last season. So my heart is still very, very close to the team, and I wish them all the best amongst the big boys. Hopefully they get a very, very kind group. A kind group, not a group with Manchester City in it, hopefully, or Liverpool, none of those two. If you get any other teams, you'll be okay, Dinamo. Not Man City, nor Liverpool. And I'd like to take the time to shout out all my peeps from Croatia. You know who you are. By the way, if you get this message, just say hi Dominic Rich in the comment section down below, okay? But for the game I actually saw today, Red Star Belgrade versus Young Boys. The game ended in a 1-1 draw, making the tie 3-3 on aggregate, with Red Star Belgrade winning on the away goal rule just like they did last season. They really, really love a dramatic finish to a freaking game, right? They love to take it right down to the wire, and they did so once again this year like they did last year. It's crazy. They just love drama. To help the Red Star team stay fresh, the league did postpone their weekend fixture, which I think is very, very smart of the leagues to help out their teams. I don't think the Premier League does things like that though, but the Serbian league, man, very, very good. Last season, I saw the Dutch league did the same thing with Ajax, and it did help them. Now, you did this, postponing their match so they could be fresh for this fixture. It will only help the Serbian league. It will help Serbia at whole. So Red Star Belgrade didn't play over the weekend. The last match they played was against Young Boys, so they came into this match fresh. Both of these teams were in the Champions League last season and they both came through the playoffs. But this year, only one team could make it through, and that team is, of course, Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda. The first half was a bit cagey and Red Star came out really defensive, trying to negate the threat of Young Boys' very explosive front three. Red Star did put in a nice delivery from a corner which was headed away by the Young Boys defender, and then Milan Bojan was forced into yet another big save. Let me just make this clear before I go on with talking about this game. Milan Bojan has to be the reason why Red Star Belgrade qualified for the Champions League. He was absolutely phenomenal. And guys, if you don't know who Milan Bojan is, he is the Canadian international goalkeeper. At halftime, it was 0-0, and that was a very good scoreline for Red Star, seeing that they picked up two very crucial away goals. Young Boys seemingly brought their A game in the second half and were troubling the Serbian defense. The goalkeeper Bojan was even forced into an error, brought the ball back in, and almost conceded a very comical goal. But Roger Asale's shot went wide. And against the run of play, Red Star broke on the counter where Marin passed to the overlapping Radic, who crossed in a beautiful ball for Vukanovic, who put it in the back of the net. It was 1-0 to Red Star, 3-2 on aggregate, and the crowd went wild. The players were celebrating like they had already qualified for the Champions League, but they weren't in just yet. Young Boys were behind, they didn't take their chances, and they had to make some crucial substitutions if they were to stay in the tie. They brought on their big striker Guillem Horo and Miralem Suleimani, who is a native of Belgrade. So it would have definitely been ironic if he scored the winner for Young Boys. Well, of course, we know that didn't happen. Red Star then brought on their very potent attacker Ben, but he did not score for Red Star. He ended up scoring for Young Boys. It was a deflected shot. He tried to head it away but ended up putting it past Milan Bojan. Young Boys are back in the game again. Milan Bojan was forced into pulling off another big save by Ensame, and then the Red Star player Tomani picked up a second yellow for a rash tackle late in the game, so Red Star was forced to finish the match with 10 men. The final minutes of the game was very tense, but Red Star held on for the win, under away goals rule of course. So Red Star, Dinamo and Olympiakos are in the Champions League. They await the winners from the ties between Slavia Praha and Cluj, Ajax and Apoel, and the other one between LASK and Club Brugge. And guys, I did predict these three teams to qualify for the Champions League. So the teams I'm predicting to qualify tomorrow are Ajax, Cluj and Club Brugge. I think I might end up getting 2 out of 3 because I really don't know. Let's just see. But guys, the draw is coming up on Thursday, so I'll be back to make a video for that. I'll also make a video for tomorrow's games to basically react to the results. So if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Smash the thumbs up button, guys. You guys haven't been liking the videos. Come on, you forget there's a thumbs up button down there. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. I can't talk about everything, but you guys could add some insight down below. I'll really appreciate it. So from your boy Dominic Rich, until tomorrow, I like to say peace out. Rich Squad.